If you're currently pregnant or want to have children in the future, we need to have a very serious conversation about marking your children at birth. And I'm going to share two stories with you as to why. One comes from a story that one of my followers shared with me in the DM, and another comes from real life, a case that I have right now. Let's jump right on in. So husband serves wife with divorce papers. See, he always suspected that their 5-year-old child was not his, and I guess he finally had enough suspicion, so he DNA tested that child, and come to find out, it's not his. Now, wife, who's completely appalled and disgusted, stands firm on the fact that she never cheated. After looking at his DNA test paperwork, she's like, something must be wrong, so she goes and gets a DNA test for herself. DNA results come back, and while he's running around not the child's father, she's also not the child's mother. Come to find out, this child was switched at the hospital shortly after birth. Now, right now, we're unsure if the switch was intentional or unintentional, but do y'all remember that big story that happened in 2021 where this nurse who was on her deathbed made a confession that she switched over 5,000 babies throughout her career for fun? Crazy enough, this is not even the worst part of the story. The family has found their biological child, and sadly enough, this poor baby has been in foster care. Now, this poor family has to go now hire a family law attorney to start facilitating an adoption for their own child. Could you imagine the mental anguish that family had to be going through knowing that their child had been in foster care? Now, I had a similar case to this, but luckily that family had found out when the child was about 1 year old that the baby had been switched. Both families were tracked down, so we have one couple and another couple, and they both have each other's babies. In my case, one couple was suing the other couple for custody of their biological child that was with the other couple, but they didn't want to switch babies. They wanted to keep the child that they had been loving on and raising for a year, but they wanted to actually share custody with the other couple who had their biological child. That's another story for another day. Back to the subject at hand, and this is a major problem, and this is what I would recommend. Number one, you don't let your child out of your sight. They can clean your baby, weigh your baby, all right in front of you. The hearing testing, the this testing, all can be done right in front of you. Now, this works, God willing, if your child is healthy and doesn't have to be rushed off for any emergency medical attention like surgery or something like that. For those parents whose child has to leave the room for whatever reason, no matter if it's an emergency or maybe you just had a little baby boy and you want him to be circumcised. If you get a chance to have your baby in your grasp, mark them. I would have on hand a non-toxic bottle of nail polish, no matter the color, white, purple, blue, pink, and the first chance you get, you just mark your baby's pinky toenail. It's time to take matters into your own hands because I don't know what's going on down to the hospital. Let me know in the comments, how do you feel about what this family is going through, and do you even know someone who this has happened to? And if you're a parent out there who marked their child after birth, please share. Let us know what you did. As always, I look forward to chit-chatting with y'all in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.